Yay! Hi guys. Welcome to Danielle's quarantine live chit chat moment. I don't know what to call it. How are you guys doing? This is so strange. Our world is bananas right now. How are you guys doing in Brazil, in Europe, in Asia, in Africa? How are you guys doing everywhere? I'm trying to figure it out still. I've got so many wonderful questions from you guys. This is the perfect time to do this because I'm cooking dinner, and I've got like a timer set. I don't really know actually how long it's on right now, but we will figure it out when that timer beeps and go from there. But should we start some questions? I've got quite a lot from you guys, so I'm going to try to get to as many as I can, but I also want to give you all the goods and all the detail and everything like that. So first off, I should do my job correctly and say Tell Me a Story is tonight. It is premiering tonight. I'm so excited for you guys to watch it. Thank you so much for tuning in. We're going to watch it. I've seen it a couple times now, but I haven't seen the CW version or the commercials that will come with it. Or do they come? I don't know. We'll figure it out. Sorry, I've not done this in a long time, and I feel like it's definitely showing. But that's okay. Okay, so it airs tonight at 9, and you can stream it live tomorrow. Not live. You can stream it tomorrow for free on the CW app. So check it out. And if you can't get to it today, obviously, CW app has it all there for you. Okay. Oh, some of you have already seen Tell Me a Story. Awesome. Great. What's the show about? Haha, you're funny. I miss you. The show is it's basically a modern day telling of fairy tales. So all of us have grown up with fairy tales. All over the world there are a lot of different ones, which I would actually really be curious to learn about some of the ones from not just America, but they're so dark, and they're so much darker than what I grew up with personally. And so anyway, the show is about a modern day telling of those fairy tales. So in the first season, we cover Little Red Riding Hood, The Three Little Pigs, and Hansel and Gretel. And we tell it in New York City, present day. And I think it's going to be a lot of fun for you guys to follow along, because there's all the themes that you grew up with in the stories, but we have obviously the modern day twist. So it's not, the Three Little Pigs are not actual pigs. We have pigs' masks, and we have the wolf actually in the Little Red Riding Hood storyline changes multiple times, I think. Hansel and Gretel, badass brother and sister duo, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun for you guys to watch. So anyway, let's get to some of the questions. Have I seen any of the cast from Tell Me a Story recently? I have, actually. I've seen a couple of them I guess recently is a little different to try and explain, because some of it's been via Zoom. I saw Billy actually, and a couple weeks ago, but I think he's camping right now. Paul, I think, is also camping right now. I just got back from camping 2 days ago, so all of us are just, outdoorsy people getting going. Anyway, okay, so some more of the questions that I have, I wrote down their favorite scene to film. I actually have quite a few, but from the first episode, one of my favorite scenes was what we got to shoot in this awesome club. I think I posted a lot about it today because I have so much footage and pictures and video, and a lot of our cast was there that day, so it made it a lot of fun to shoot. I think you're gonna really enjoy those scenes, and then overall from the season, I think there's, at the very end of the season, you're gonna see an iconic just Little Red Riding Hood moment where she's running with her red hood, and that was so cool to shoot, and it was so chilling, and just it was shot in the streets in New York, and just it was really really a special moment to get to shoot that, so I really enjoyed it. Will there be a season 3? I don't know. I think, especially right now, it's probably too soon to tell. I think we're all living in a very interesting time where I think there is a lot that's up in the air. But fingers crossed. I know that the writers are so gifted on the show. There's so many more fairy tales that they can start talking about and telling. So there's the world's their oyster for that one for sure. How's Max doing? Max is great. Max, do you want to come here? Come. He's getting one of his little babies. Come here, come say hi. Come on. You're gonna be the prize of the show. Come here. All right, Max is back. He's looking as good as he ever does. Yeah, so he's good. This is his favorite time in life, actually. I've figured out that I think most dogs, and you guys can tell me what you think, but I think dogs think that this is like a time for them in their life where mom and dad are home at all times of the day, just to be with them and just to hang out with them. So I think that's pretty funny. Okay, next question. How to stay entertained during quarantine? That one, I feel like it's a very personal decision, because I think in reality there's a lot of ups and downs, because I think the longer that this duration has gone on, I think I myself have had different waves of feeling excited to have just time to just relax and not be traveling or on a plane and just focus on reading or painting or cooking and just but then there's also a point where I feel like I've done so much of that, and now I'm kind of like, and we're still in this position, and now I want to get going, I want to work, I want to see people. But we all need to do our job. We need to keep the face masks on. We need to just kind of hunker down and just appreciate that this is the time that we're at some point randomly, we're probably going to want back, because this is a time that we've slowed down so much, and there's people that are really struggling with loved ones who are in hard positions right now. So I think the more that we can try to empathize with that and just do the best we can, is just take one day at a time. That's, I guess, my best advice, because that's what I'm trying to do. Okay, stories that I would like to see next on Tell Me a Story. I've been thinking about this. I think Jack and the Beanstalk would be really cool. I don't know how they would do it, considering you go above the clouds and there's giants and all that, but I think that would be a really interesting fairy tale. Who would I rather be best friends with? Kayla from season 1 or Olivia from season 2? Okay. If you're watching this first on the CW, you will not have seen the character I play in the second season. But I would definitely rather be friends with Kayla. She's just a good time, and she is wild. So I think she's a lot of fun to play, for sure. Who did I like to play more? Okay. I loved a lot of Kayla, and I loved being in New York, and I loved everything that I got to play with her. Olivia became a challenge for me in a different way that I really, really loved. So she is a really special place in my heart too. We got to shoot that in Nashville, which was such a blast. That city has so much going on, so much fun. Go visit later when you get the chance. Okay, will it be out on Netflix? I wish I had an answer for you. I have no idea. Especially for anyone watching right now that has no access to watching the show. I wish they would figure out a way that everyone could watch it. I don't know who the they is. That's part of the problem. But there's a lot of buying and selling of shows overseas, and different, from my understanding, different parts of the world have different agreements to shows, even with Netflix, for example. So I'm not entirely sure the dynamic of how it goes with buying and selling the shows, but hopefully it comes to you too. I have my fingers crossed for you. Where can I watch it live? Tonight on the CW at 9 o'clock Central Time. No, Pacific Time. Will you cut your hair again or let it grow? I don't know. Right now I'm kind of just letting it grow because there's no reason not to. I definitely have found that long hair is so much easier for upkeep. I think I'm pretty low maintenance with my hair. So short hair, if I were to keep it short, you need to get it trimmed a lot. So I kind of cut it and then didn't really get it cut again because I didn't need to. So I don't know, I'll probably let it keep growing, but maybe I'll do something crazy and go blonde. Who knows? That would be interesting. I'm not too precious about my hair, which I think is a good thing. Did you find it difficult to connect with either of the characters you played? I think there were definitely moments for both of them where I had to find something to connect to about them. So Kayla lost her mom, and that's obviously to think of just someone I lost that I care so deeply about. My mother is a perfect example, so that one was like an easier thing for me to kind of connect to. Not that I can completely understand what that pain must feel like for someone, but the thought of it, I think it made it feel real for me. You guys love Paul. I love Paul. Everyone loves Paul. Paul is also a handful. Like he's just a lot, but he's great. I mean, Paul's fantastic. That was my timer. Sorry. Anyway, it was nice that I knew Paul during the Vampire Diary days because it made it just that much more fun. Season 2 is where we definitely have the majority of our scene work together, because in the first season our storylines don't really line up. There's one scene that you'll see tonight if you guys get to watch it, that you see both of us in the same room and in the same scene together. Long time ago, but we're gonna go check on my salmon. How it was a question about Prison Break and how was Prison Break to film? Prison Break was a blast. It's what made me fall in love with acting. I was like 10 or 11. Oh, yummy. I made veggies and salmon. And it was a blast. I was like 11 and I got to shoot in a prison. I mean, it was just so cool. A couple more of these questions before we sign off here. Do you really have a wolf tattoo? I don't. But do you know what? This tattoo that you're gonna see, I think you see it tonight. You see it tonight or you see it next week? I think you see it tonight. It's the first thing that made me consider a tattoo. I don't have any, but like it was the first time that I had a fake one on, and I was like, I really like this thing. So that's cool. What film would you want to do next? I guess what kind of film? Like I would love to do an action film. I think I had so much fun, especially season 2, a little bit in season 1. I got to do some different action sequences and a lot for any of you original fans, I got to do some stunts throughout that and experience, and I love it. I love it so much. Danya kicks ass. I said it, it's fine. She kicks ass on the show. You're gonna love watching her. Everyone participating was really, really talented. And we worked with some of the best stunt coordinators throughout both seasons. So grateful for them. Honestly, the best cast and crew. I had such a blast shooting with everybody. They're all so much fun, and we all keep in touch, which is really cool when you get to keep in touch with the cast, because sometimes everyone gets pulled in different directions, and once everyone comes home, they have their own families, and life just takes you away. But I think made some lifelong friends with these, and I really, you guys are just, I really think you're gonna like it. So I look forward to you guys seeing it. Okay, I'm gonna take fish out. You guys are like I said, this is quarantine with Danielle. Guys, I make bomb salmon. I'm just saying. Especially because I've had so much time to perfect my cooking skills, but I've always really loved cooking. So None of these are related to Tell Me a Story, but you're just hearing random jabber from me. Okay, Paul West, I missed that question, sorry. Will you be there for season 3? Don't know if there will be a season 3. I know that they would kill it story-wise if there were one. Skincare routine. Ooh, I like that question. I think clean eating is a massive, massive part of it. I'm just being very bluntly honest. I eat very, very clean. I like my sweets as well, like anyone else though. So I do care-wise. I love clean beauty products for the majority. So I love my mom's working with Beauty Counter right now. I really, really love them. I'm gonna do a live at some point and show you guys some of my skin stuff because I've got some good things. What are some habits that you've adapted during quarantine? My morning ritual is very regular. I'm someone who likes to work out first thing in the morning, so I'll wake up and I'll have a coffee or a tea, and then I'll go for a run, or I'll do a workout or Pilates or something like that just to move my body, and it's kind of like my me time in the day. And take Max out. Max likes to sleep in, so he's the snoozer. Okay, I'm getting a lot of personal Instagram, so I'm not stealing all this time from here. I think Paul is camping. Some of these. Oh, I love you guys. This is really sweet. I really appreciate you guys taking the time to chat with me, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what you guys think tonight. I will be. I'll answer a couple more questions and stuff later on this evening, but other than that, I hope that you guys have a lovely night. I need to go check on the food and make sure I don't burn it.